Hey, welcome! You ever get the feeling there's a hidden force shaping, well, just about everything? From the things you click online, all the way out to the stars in the sky? Today, we're gonna pull back the curtain on exactly that. So let's just jump right in with this idea. It's an idea that connects things you'd never expect, like how a celebrity builds a brand, how a spy gets information, and even how we think about our own destiny. It all comes down to one thing. We are hardwired to look for patterns.
So here's the game plan for today. We're going to follow this single thread, this idea of pattern seeking, and see how it weaves its way through some incredibly different, fascinating worlds.
All right, let's start with the big picture. You know, this constant search for patterns, it's not just some random quirk. It's literally how we make sense of what can feel like a really chaotic world. And, you know, as soon as you start thinking about patterns, you run head first into one of the biggest questions we've ever asked. Are we in control, or are we just following a script? And this is where things get really interesting. You've got these two major camps. On one side, you have hard determinism, which basically says free will is a total illusion. We're just incredibly complex biological machines, like cosmic clockwork. But on the other side, you've got soft determinism, which says, yeah, okay, our choices are influenced, but we're still free as long as we can act on what we want. It's a huge debate. Okay, so with that huge philosophical idea hanging in the air, let's bring it right down to earth. Let's look at how someone can actually consciously engineer a pattern to create something massive. And there's no better example of this than the story of Lizzie Grant. She was a musician who, by all accounts, had the look, had a record deal, and she completely flopped. But then she re-emerged as the icon we know, Lana Del Rey, because she designed an entirely new, absolutely magnetic pattern. And this was no accident. It was a masterclass. She built this whole world. The fiery red hair, the sad girl aesthetic. She owned these images of old Hollywood and Americana. She even created this sense of mystique, you know, by disappearing and then coming back, which kept everyone guessing. This wasn't luck. It was a carefully built pattern refined over more than 14 years. Okay, so we've seen how this works for a global brand. But what about when it's just one person trying to influence another? Let's zoom in on the patterns people use in one-on-one relationships to get what they want. Now, get this. This is a real tactic from the world of spies. It's called a parallel conversation. Instead of walking up to your target, you start talking to the person right next to them. What happens? The target's brain just can't ignore it. Their curiosity kicks in, and by the time they join your conversation, you've already set the terms.